Ageless Living. I'm Dr. Tong Lee.
And this is Kurt Wilhelm, the co-host here of the Ageless Living Show. We have a lot of material for you today, and we love to talk about controversy when we can at all fit it in, and
Right.
so we're going to talk about a couple of controversial subjects.
And this one is about Botox and fillers. Are they poisons or potions for beauty?
And we're going to get that answer, so stay
That's
tuned
right.
here. In the first segment, we normally talk about some of the aspects of our major sponsor, which is Arizona Laser and Skin. And not only are they a sponsor, but they provide us with a lot of great material. And it's helpful since Dr. Lee is a part owner in Arizona Laser and Skin. So we normally talk about some of the different products and services that Arizona Laser and Skin provides. And of course, one of them is fillers and Botox.
Absolutely. We've been doing that for quite a few years.
Mm-hmm. There's some really creative ways that they do that, which I love. The different options that they give. But tell us a little bit about, first of all, when we make the assumption that because people know about Botox, they know the way Botox is administered. And then we'll talk about the controversy surrounding that.
Sure, we'll start with Botox.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is true. Botox has been very popular, has been used for the last 10 plus years since it's being approved by FDA. And a lot of people are enjoying it so much, they're getting it every 3 to 6 months for their wrinkles. And so you would think most people know about Botox, but there are things less commonly known. So we start talking by starting from how does Botox work,
Mm-hmm.
and what kind of indications are there for Botox usage. And there are some new developments in it too. And then what is there to worry about? What kind of risks are there? And what kind of contraindication is there? Botox is a neurotoxin. It is used to paralyze the muscle. For cosmetic reasons, of course, to get rid of wrinkles. So the most commonly used area for Botox is forehead, crow's feet. That's for cosmetic uses. The other medical indications are being developed, along the line for migraine headaches, for muscle spasms, even for neurogenic bladders, for spasms in bladder.
Oh, for
Yes.
incontinence, or what's the?
For people who suffered from spinal injuries, they already have bladder problems, spasms.
Okay.
They are seeking relief from that symptoms. Botox can be of use in that situation. And all kinds of other problems, muscle spasm in the eyes, twitching, some uncontrolled twitching, and symptoms can be uncomfortable. Botox can be a good solution for that. And hyperhidrosis, which is excessive sweating.
Oh, okay.
It can be pretty bothersome for some people.
Okay.
So that's another use for Botox for.
I sweat easily, but I don't think I over sweat. I mean,
Some
I'm
people
a bit like-
are just so disturbed by profound sweating.
Gotcha.
In some situations, I've had a patient who is a female officer in the military.
Mhm.
She was embarrassed with wet uniform all the time under her
Oh,
arms.
Gotcha.
She was wanting to have some relief from it, and she was having a summer training.
Gotcha.
So
So antiperspirant versus, that's obviously almost a $1 billion industry.
Right.
So this might be a way to help resolve it.
right, basically any kind of muscle spasm that's unrelieved and needs to be treated can potentially benefit from Botox usage.
I was talking, I had a random conversation with a marketing director who I had mentioned about Arizona Laser and Skin, and she asked a random question, which was, do they She said, if I go down there, do they administer Botox in the where the neck and the head connect? I said, I don't know.
That's mostly for a type of headaches, potentially tension headache.
Mhm.
Could be migraines. I mean, a lot of people have different sources of headaches.
Okay.
That's one of the common area that causes headaches.
Is that a service you perform, or is that when you...
Potentially, yes.
Okay,
We'll
if needed.
evaluate the patient, yes.
Sure, okay. And that's one of the things about Dr. Lee that's wonderful is that she has degrees in Eastern medicine as well as Western medicine, and so you have both sides of that. And as we've talked about with Arizona Laser and Skin before, that one of the, besides having a wonderful and friendly staff and a very talented staff, that when you get your treatments, you are most of the time getting your treatments from the doctors directly or overseen directly by the doctors. There are many med spas out there that the doctor shows up maybe once a week, and then the rest of the time it's a free-for-all. So if you're a little bit worried about the quality of care at your current location, always feel free to go down to Arizona Laser and Skin and check it out, schedule an appointment. What's a good phone number for them to reach Arizona
Absolutely.
Laser
Our
and Skin?
phone number is 480-598-9733. We're conveniently located near the freeway, I-10 and Chandler Boulevard.
Very good. Now, crow's feet, does it work as well on crow's feet as it does on forehead, or is it a little bit better on the forehead?
That's a good question. Basically, when Botox is used on the face,
Mm-hmm.
it can be used anywhere judiciously.
Mm-hmm.
But the safest, actually, let's put it this way, FDA only approved it for glabella area, which is the area between your eyebrows.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So
Any
they
use
did-
of other areas or off-label use,
Interesting.
which is commonly used.
Yeah.
And it's generally safe and very commonly used in upper face, which means forehead,
Mhm.
glabella area, and crow's feet.
Okay. So it is approved by the FDA for crow's feet or not?
No,
Okay.
it's only FDA approved for the glabella area.
Okay. So if you're heading to the med spa and they're putting Botox in the crow's feet area,
It's
again,
off-label use.
It's off-label.
Yes. Yes.
And so you may want to get a second opinion because there's other options, and we may be talking about that a little bit later.
Right, absolutely. There are always alternatives, and combination of therapies
Yes.
may produce optimal results.
Absolutely. It looks like we're getting relatively close to coming time for break. And so when we come back, we're going to talk about the controversy. I mean, how is it that you have a neurotoxin that is somehow good for you? And is there some controversy surrounding that? So when we come back, we're going to get that resolved, and we'll talk about the controversy surrounding that and answer any questions that you may have or that we may have as well. So thanks for tuning in here on Voice America to Ageless Living.
We'll be right back.